activate back. Oh!
Oh! Islam just can't kick the ISF. That would never happen.
Conor McGregor just broke his silence on Ian Garry getting humbled by Islam Makhachev, and honestly, the two words he chose tell you everything about where the Irishman's head is at right now.
I feel great. I did great. Islam was just better to me than me tonight, and that's okay. I want everybody who loves me and supports me and wants to see me do better. I want you to know that I'm going to be back. I'm not disheartened by this.
Ian Garry walked into that arena believing he was about to become the UFC welterweight champion. All the momentum, all the hype, all of Ireland behind him. But Islam Makachev had other plans. The Dagestani used his wrestling, control, and pressure to deliver a masterclass of positional dominance across 5 rounds. The judges gave it to Makachev unanimously, extending his UFC winning streak to a record 17 consecutive victories.
Are you looking to be able to fight 2 times next year after Ramadan?
Bro, we have to fight before Ramadan. January, end of the year, I have to fight.
Maybe even the end of this year?
Yeah, so I'm 34 years old and I have to fight soon as possible because I'm not cut much weight. I don't have like any big injuries.
Garry did not get embarrassed, not even close. He actually showed some serious grit as the fight went on. After dropping the first 2 rounds pretty clearly, the 28-year-old started finding a home for his body shots, opened up a cut on Makachev, and genuinely made the champion work in the later rounds. His takedown defense was solid throughout, and he never came close to getting submitted, which is saying something against a guy like Islam. Sean O'Malley admitted he expected a quick submission from Makachev, but instead watched Garry push the champ through 5 grueling rounds, saying Garry raised his stock massively and made Islam look beatable.
That cardio he had, he wrestled really well. He looked good. He didn't get the job done. I don't think his stock goes anywhere. I think his next fight's going to be bigger than ever. Who's next for Islam Makhachev? We got Michael Morales and Carlos Prates. Michael Morales is he's huge. So is Carlos. They're both huge dudes. Morales is coming off a victory over Sean Brady, Gilbert Burns, Neil Magny. Gilbert Burns, I think, was on a pretty bad losing streak, a little bit older. Neil Magny, also a little bit older. KO. His last 3 fights were KOs. So I'm curious, what do you guys want to see? Would you guys want to see Michael Morales? I think Carlos Prates has a little bit more hype behind him.
But, and this is the big but, Garry could not get the finish. Dana White called it a lack of killer instinct, and honestly, that is a fair criticism. When you are down on the scorecards against a guy like Makachev, you cannot coast. You have to go for the throat. Garry had moments where he could have pressed the gas pedal harder and just did not do it. It is hard to understand why.
Yeah, he's just like, listen, I know I'm one of the best in the world, and, I'll be back. Well, 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, if you'd have come out of that fucking corner like a raging fucking bull, we might be having a different conversation right now.
Do you feel like Ian's too nice to his opponents?
I think that Ian's a classy guy is what I think. And, he always shows class. He did, before the fight, he goes over and shakes, all the corner's hands and all that stuff. It's great. But when that fucking bell rings, you got to switch. You got to switch all that shit off and go. And you definitely got to do it in the 5th round after he fought a great fight against Islam, who, everybody in this room and everybody else is saying, well, we might start talking about GOAT. You don't go shake the fucking GOAT's hand going into the 5th round. You come out to fucking annihilate him. I mean, that just has to be your mindset, in my humble opinion.
Demetrius Johnson broke the fight down and said once Islam got top position, it was basically game over for any meaningful offense from Garry.
Get them up!
He's the fucking best. Passes guard. Ian Garry's jiu-jitsu is actually really good. One of the things that Islam's doing very well right now is he's always staying outside that lead leg each time he strikes. Or if he goes in front, he's going super wide. That's why Ian Garry's having a hard time reaching him. And Islam, when he gets close, he starts creeping outside that lead leg. It's because his head's on the outside. That's why each time Ian Garry's able to do that defense. Keep wrestling. Keep wrestling, keep wrestling, keep wrestling, keep wrestling. He's got to beat this time. He got it. Good job. Yep, gets it back. Good job. Could be 3-1, but it all depends what the judges saw that last round. Well, here's the thing. I don't think he has to do it with urgency because that's where he did most of his damage against Islam Makhachev. So in reality, it's actually good.
Israel Adesanya watched the whole thing, gave Makachev a standing ovation, and concluded that Islam proved he is still the best fighter on the planet. When multiple legends all agree on something, you probably should too.
Activate back. Oh! Man, they've done it again. Even in a fight where Ian looked great, Islam is still able to look like the best in the world.
Now, here is where it gets interesting. After the fight, Garry posted an emotional message on his Instagram story. He admitted the loss was eating at him mentally, but said he was not interested in living up to anyone else's expectations except his own. He talked about getting right back in the gym and staying active because sitting on the shelf is the worst thing a fighter can do after a loss. Honestly, that is the right attitude, and that is exactly what caught Conor McGregor's eye. The Notorious himself hopped on a repost of Garry's story and dropped just 2 words, calling it a champion mindset.
You know what I love about him, right? You know what I like about him? Is that he's sticking with it. What can happen is a guy like Ian who's had a couple of wins, some great performances, he can, you become too big for your britches then, or you may change a thing. But no, he's staying, he is telling a story, and he's a force to be reckoned with. He is a force to be reckoned with. He's tough, he's durable, he's skillful, he's long, he's rangy. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him rise up and win a world title.
One thing that was genuinely bizarre about the fight was how friendly Garry was during it. Makachev said afterwards he did not understand why Garry kept hugging him, shaking his hand, and offering words of encouragement between rounds. Islam said he respects all his opponents, but this is a war, not a game. He pointed to his busted up face and said they are in there trying to break each other. Save the love for after the bell.
Bro, honestly, I don't understand, man. This is the fight. This is not something we have to hug each other every round, you know. We're going to war to broke the face, to broke the eye, you know. That's why I respect all my opponents. But Jan, I don't know, he respect too much.
What did he say to you after the fight? Because it looked like he came and
He
shot
just
you.
said, I fight today with the greatest fighter. Yeah, I respect him, you know. He's a good guy, very kind, you know. But this is the war, you know. Look my face. I just come to beat everybody. It's not some things you have to play. This is fight. This is not game.
As for what comes next, Makachev said he wants to add more size and power before his next title defense and is not thinking about retirement anytime soon. Garry lost the fight, no question, but the kid showed heart, earned respect from legends, and already has his next moves lined up. The question is whether he can fix the killer instinct problem before he gets another crack at gold.